So in terms of the setup, you can see now we sort of push the handle forward now, getting the club, lead arm and the club in that sort of lowercase y sort of setup, okay? And that's going to mean the club face now is actually sitting down square behind the golf ball, as opposed to where you had it turned in. This toe part of the club now is nearer the target than the heel, when in actual fact that should be almost the other way around, because the toe, being that it's angled back and sort of higher toe, this bit of the club on the outside should be further back, okay? So the club now is straighter and squarer. What we've got to do now in terms of the movement, okay? As you went back here, you can see the hip movement's okay, backswing okay there, but it's a little bit steep and choppy. Now as you start coming back in, you sort of see your right foot moving out, you're just chopping down the golf ball, very steep. And look at the through swing now, all kind of tucking in, hands going way left into your body, quite narrow, and then quite a short kind of follow through position. That right foot's not really coming off the ground.
No, got a lot of pressure.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on that foot. So eventually when you may have just missed it, you see you can come back and you recoil back to where you were. This one now, you're certainly looser, so your grip pressure's a lot looser, okay? Because of that now you're able to rotate better. The swing goes longer. Is it a bit long? Maybe, but the fact you can go back a bit further now showcases you are swinging better and you're looser. And the towel being here now is sort of a home practice you can do.
So I don't want to be back.
I wouldn't worry about going too far. All I want to do is just worry about moving the body better. If it means you swing it a little bit longer, that's fine. You can control it as you start getting more and more adept at where the club is, okay? Because you can't see the club there, you've just got to feel it, okay? But if your focus goes to how far that's going, you're going to forget about doing stuff down here, yeah? So only worry about...
That pretty much squared, is it?
Well, I mean, anywhere between kind of that window there would be fine, yeah? Don't have to be sort of too worried about exactly where it's... There's no sort of perfect spot, to be fair. There's a window we're trying to swing within. But the thing is now, as we're starting to move back, you can see your left leg now moving. The right ankle still moves out a little bit, but again, the fact the towel, a little bit. The fact the towel hasn't moved, yeah, and you struck that now with a golf ball. Your hands, you can see impact now, back nicely in front, and just look at the fullness now, the width of the ball, and look where your arms finish, and look at that right foot movement. Now it's a bit more on your right foot on its toe. There's a bit more weight onto that left side, so you're starting to move in that direction, yeah, and that's the thing. But you've got to do that because the club face now is square and you're seeing golf balls curve more to that left hand side, yeah. If a golf ball constantly spins that way off to the right, you're bound to swing the golf club to the left. It just makes sense, yeah. I mean, if a putt's curving left to right all the time, you're going to aim further left, aren't you, yeah? Or you'll try and swing the putter left or something. So if we can see a different ball flight by having the handle of the club in a better position, getting looser in that grip, especially with the thumbs. I mean, if you're sort of like red knuckles or red nails and white knuckles kind of thing, and you're squeezing on for dear life.
You realise how hard you are.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you in a second now. When you set up the goal ball, I'll put your left hand on the club and I'll put my right hand over yours, and you'll see what the pressure your right hand and your left should be. And I think you'd be quite surprised how soft it actually is, but that'll be my genuine grip pressure, okay? Because we're in a better position now, we can move. It's going to be just practicing getting that body to shift, get that sort of spine angle, sort of leaning back a little bit. And I would just practice at home with that towel there. Get on a doormat or a welcome mat in the garden. Just do 5 swings. Can you get 5 in a row? Hitting the towel or missing the towel, hitting the mat where the ball would be. If you want to go into a little bit more detail, put 2 objects either side of where the golf ball would be. So you're making sure you're hitting the ground where the ball would be and also middle part of the club face. Because what you don't want to be doing is going, if you do some practice at home, making swings on the doormat or whatever it may be, you're missing the towel, great, but you're hitting the ground over here somewhere. Yeah, because when the ball gets there, you'll be doing chanking it and towing and all sorts of different things. So if you want to get a bit more precise, put 2 tee pegs, like I say, that far outside the goal, an inch either side of the toe and the heel, so a bit of a gap, and you're trying to swing the club through that gate. Just practice that, and almost in some ways you can sometimes do this if you really want to get sort of heightened with that sort of feel. Make some swings now with your eyes shut, yeah, because you'll see the towel or you'll feel the towel hit if you hit it or not anyway. You'll feel the carpet being hit, so just make some swings, and again you'll probably slow you down, so you have to sort of do it a little bit more under control, but you'll just start being aware of kind of where your body goes. You take away one of your centres, the other 4 get heightened up, so your feel now is going to be a lot more aware. And that's what we've got to try and get you to, is so you start feeling it, yeah? We don't on the golf course. And as you said, when you're on the golf course, your brain's scrambled, you think all the things in the lesson, and then you try and implement that in one shot every 10 minutes, yeah? It's going to be tough, isn't it, yeah? You'll get a couple of good shots, and it's like, oh God, once it goes wrong or goes left or right, then you're reacting to that previous bad shot. And by the time you play that next shot again that's the same, it could be an hour later, yeah? You might duff a 7-9 on the, I don't know, the second of the button. You don't hit a 7-9 until like the eighth on the button, second shot maybe. You just so there's a big variety and time delay between all the shots you're going to hit. So trying to get into kind of a pattern is going to be tough. So a little bit of practice time, say just a towel at home there, say, or something on the ground just to get that feel. So you start learning that feel and just start becoming aware of how your body's going to move. Get rid of some of those kind of like negative thoughts, the thoughts that you had about keep this straight and keep your head down, lock things out and don't move. Yeah, we want you to move. Yeah, think like throwing a ball. How would you move? You just naturally sort of moving away and things would happen. Okay, mate. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense now in terms of where we're trying to go? Okay, good. On the mat then, and then I'll give you the grip pressure feel now, everybody. Okay, mate.